Welcome to lesson 8. We are going to be working now on long division. What is long division? Well, if you had, for example, 520 divided by 4. Could you do that in your head? 520 divided by 4? That'd be really hard. So then you say, okay, well, I'm going to do it on paper. So you make 4 groups and then you have to divide 520 equally into 4 groups. That would take a long time, right? So we are going to learn 2 ways to do it a lot easier, okay? So in this lesson, we're going to learn 1 way. There's 2 different methods to do it. And then in the next video, we'll learn another method, okay? Today, we're going to learn what's called the traditional method. So you need your journal, boogie board, 6 index cards. Journal, boogie board, 6 index cards. I'm sorry, not 6, sorry, 12 index cards. So journal, boogie board, 12 index cards. So pause me and go grab those things. Okay, the first thing that we're going to talk about are the steps for long division. Okay, the steps are divide, multiply, subtract, bring down. And a way to remember that is dad, divide, mom, multiply, sister, subtract, brother, bring down. Okay, so I want you to say this. Say it with me. Divide, multiply, subtract, bring down. Say it again. Divide, multiply, subtract, bring down. Okay, grab your boogie board. I want you to write the steps down with me. So what's the first step? Divide. What's the next step? Multiply. Next one? Subtract. Next one? Bring down. Okay, I want you to erase it. Write it 5 more times. So write it, erase it, write it, erase it, erase it 5 times. Pause me and go ahead and do that. Okay, I'm writing it 1 more time. Make sure that you have it written down on your boogie board. If you erased it, write it 1 more time. Okay. Close your eyes. Can you say the steps? Ready? Divide, multiply, subtract, bring down. Divide, multiply, subtract, bring down. Okay, close your eyes. Say it. If you want to whisper, you can whisper. Okay, leave that on your boogie board. All right, that's what's going to help us. So, on your paper, actually, you know what? This first one, I just want you to watch, okay? This first one, you're just going to watch me. So, we have 520 divided by 4. The way that we write this for long division for this method is like this. You make that, and you do 520 divided by 4. Okay, what is our first step? Divide. So we look at our number here. This is saying we have 520, and we are going to break it up into 4 groups. How many will be in each group, right? Okay, first step, divide. 4 goes into, let's look at this number. Can 4 go into that 5? Yes. How many times? How many times does 4 go into this 5? 1 time. So we put the 1 right here. What's our next step? Multiply. We go 1 times 4 is 4. What's our next step? Subtract, right? We subtract this. 0 take away nothing is 0. 2 take away nothing is 2. 5 take away 4 is 120. Okay, now we start the steps over. Here we go. We still have 120 that we need to break up into groups, into 4 equal groups. Okay, so how many times does 4 go into 120? Well, I don't really know, but I know how many times 4 goes into 12. It goes into it 3 times. So now all we have to do is just add that 0, right? And it goes into it 30 times. Okay, now we multiply. We multiply this 30 times by 4. 3 times by 4 is 12. We have a 0. Let's add the 0. What's our next step? Subtract. 0 take away 0, 0. 2 take away 2. Oh, sorry, 0. 0. So we did it all, right? There's nothing now to bring down. We did it all. Okay, so if we have 520 and we break it into 4 groups, how many are in each group? 130. Okay? Okay, this time I want you to write it down with me. So get your journal and your pen or pencil. The problem is 495. Ah, my pen. 400. I gotta get a new pen. My pen just died on me. Okay. 495 divided by 9. Here we go. What's our first step? Divide. Here's our 9. Does our 9 go into 4? No. Does 9 go into 49? It does, right? How many times? How many times does 9 go into 49? Well, does 9 times anything equal 49? Or does 49 divided by 9, is that equal groups? No. So we got to find something close. Well, I know that 9 times 5 is 45. So let's do that. So let's say 5. What's our second step? Multiply. 5 times 9 is 45. What's our next step? Subtract. 5 take away nothing is 5. 9 take away 5 is 4. And then that's nothing. Okay? The next step is bring down. We brought our 5 down. We brought it down. Okay. Now, here we go. What's our first step? Divide. 45 divided by 9, or how many times does 9 go into 45? 5 times. What's our next step? Multiply. 5 times 9 is 45. Next step, subtract. And that equals 0. So there's nothing left, so we did it. So 495 divided into 9 groups. How many is in each group? 55. Okay, let's do our next one. Are you ready? Let's get a new page. 129 divided by 6. 129 divided by 6. Here we go. First step, divide. 6. Does the 6 go into 1? No. Does the 6 go into 12? Yes. How many times can 6 go into 12? That's easy. That's even, right? 2 times. What's our next step? Multiply. 2 times 6 is 12. What's our next step? Subtract. And we're going to bring this 9 down because 9 take away nothing is 9. 2 take away 2 is 0. 1 take away 1 is 0, right? Okay. Now, so what's our first step now? Divide. How many times does 6 go into 9? How many times can it go in? 9. Yeah, how many times can 6 go into 9? 1 time. What's our next step? Multiply. 1 times 6 is 6. Next step is subtract. 9 take away 6 is 3. There was nothing to bring down. Okay, let's go back to the first step now. Can 6 go into 3? Can you make a group of 6 out of 3? No. So this answer, if we had 129, we divided it into 6 equal groups. There's 21 in each group. Can we make another group of 6 out of this 3? So it's called a remainder. So the answer is 21 groups with a remainder of 3. So your answer is 21 with a remainder of 3. Okay? Okay, let's do the next one. 810 divided by 3. Okay, let's start. First thing is divide. So, can 3 go into 8 at all? How many times can 3 go into 8? Well, 3, 6. So I know it can go in 2 times. So I'm going to go 2 times. Okay, multiply is the next step. 2 times 3 is 6. What's the next step? Subtract. And we bring the numbers down. So 0, take away nothing is 0. 1, take away nothing is 1. 8, take away 6 is 2. Okay, let's go back up. First step, divide. 210 divided by 3, or how many times can 3 go into 210? Well, I don't know that, but I know how many times it can go into 21, and there's just a 0 on the end. So 3 goes into 21 7 times, and I need to take that 0 up. What's the next step? Multiply. So 7 or 70 times by 3 equals 210. Next step, subtract. We did it. Good. So 810 divided into 3 groups equals 270. Good job.